Hi! Welcome to another episode of Screens and Pixels, where I share with you some of the things I've come across, mostly on the internet. There's lots of previous episodes. I'll put a full playlist in the description if you haven't seen them yet. Now there's one thing that I've been wanting to talk about for forever, but I keep forgetting it, and it is my favorite Chrome extension of all time, which is the Snake People Chrome extension. Now you might have already heard about this, but basically, as soon as you install this, it will change any instance of the word millennials that shows up anywhere in your Chrome browser to Snake People or Snake Person, and it really has just brightened up my life because I used to get so annoyed when people were talking about millennials, and now it is just great. But since it's become so popular, some people are in on the joke, and so they will just write Snake People instead of millennials, and because of this I now can't figure out who's in on the joke and who isn't. Also, one time I tried to Google millennials to see how it was spelled, and that definitely backfired on me. So my next recommendation is a podcast that I've been listening to non-stop, and it is called Sawbones. The subtitle of this podcast is A Marital Tour of Misguided Medicine, which I can't say. It's a married couple and they talk about all the weird diseases that people used to have, mostly about the way that people didn't know what diseases were and the weird ways in which they tried to cure them, which obviously made them worse all the time. There's so many episodes. They're really funny and educational, so I can totally recommend them. Also, I love their logo, which is two snakes, one with a party hat, one with I don't know what it's called, a graduation cap, and then a bone and some saws. Then there is a game. I actually don't play that many games on my phone, so I haven't really recommended a lot of them. It's quite rare for me to find one I like. This one has been a hit. I've just realized that in explaining this game, I'm totally gonna get my chemistry wrong, so just bear with me. So basically you have this ring, and from the core, you're shooting elements into the outside ring, and your goal is to set up a chain of elements that have doubles, and then when you get a plus and you shoot it in the middle of the doubles, one by one they will fuse together and form new elements. You just have to make sure that the ring doesn't completely fill up. It's a really fun game to play on the tube, and it has really satisfying noises in it as well, so go check that one out if you need a bit of a distraction. And finally, then there is an artist recommendation. It is Tom Rosenthal, and I discovered him because he did a video with Dodie Dollodle. It was a song called Years Years Bears, which has just been stuck in my head permanently and is adorable, and I will link below. And then I was looking at some of his music videos on YouTube, which are also adorable. There's one called 1 2 3 Hope, and it's just 3 people dressed up as a 1, 2, and a 3, and they're just dancing around the English countryside. I think my favorite album of his so far is Who's That in the Fog. I really like that it's kind of upbeat and chill, but it's also really beautiful, and I really enjoy just having that variety, and it makes me really happy. So those are some of the things I have been enjoying recently. I'll put links to all of them in the description, and as usual, if you have any things that you've discovered, do let me know in the comments and I'll go check some of them out. I'll talk to you later. Doei!
Helmi cool.